And we're live. It's Adam Robinson, founder and CEO of retention.com. And today I'm going to talk about my favorite book when it comes to starting startups. Any type of startup. I start SaaS companies. Other people start a bunch of other stuff. I reference it twice this week, so I'm making a piece of content on it. It's called The 4 Steps to the Epiphany. Now, why is this my favorite book? Because it instills, if you follow it, unbelievable discipline that is not intuitive, in my opinion. So this is what most people do. It's called the product development model. And what it says here is you go from concept to then dev to then testing to then launch. Sounds pretty normal, right? Do a big PR push right before the launch. All of your customers are going to show up. They're going to buy. You're going to have 1 million customers and $1 million and $1 million everything else. This is not actually what happens in reality in almost any circumstance. And most people, almost everybody, do learn the hard way. The most successful entrepreneurs that I know follow this book, and a lot of them didn't even know that they were following it. So what are you supposed to do? You need to do this product creation cycle, but at the same time, you also need to be doing the customer development cycle. So at the same time that you're conceiving of the concept and building, you need another co-founder that's actually trying to do customer discovery and hitting the pavement and going out there and finding who's going to buy this thing. Furthermore, as you are getting a beta product and testing, you need a co-founder who is going out there and figuring out if people will actually pay for this thing at the same time before you even have it. Like, this is imperative, especially with SaaS because development is so complex. If you cannot find a group of customers who will pay you for the product even before you have it, you must pivot and start over again and re-concept what you're building and then go to dev, and then your other co-founder is out trying to find customers, and as you are beta testing, they're trying to get people to pay for it, even if it's not there. These first 2 steps are so valuable. I cannot even stress them enough. And the best example that I have ever heard of these steps in action is this prolific entrepreneur named Wiley Cirelli. If you Google Wiley Cirelli single platform and you go to video, there is a first round capital video of this dude talking for 45 minutes. He's an absolute beast. Single platform was a platform that allowed menus to be in like Google and TripAdvisor and whatever. And it was the only way they could get there. What Wiley did before he even built the product is he went around to restaurants with a pitch deck and he showed them page by page what the thing was. And he looked at their faces and he saw when they were positively reacting to pages and when they were unenthusiastic. When they were unenthusiastic, he pulled out the page. Eventually, he got a deck to where people were enthusiastic through the whole thing. And he said, cool, $750 for the year. You can write me a check. They wrote him a check. They handed it to him. He said, thank you very much. We don't have this yet, but when we do, I'm going to come back and you're going to be the first one to use it. That is an unbelievable example of how you build a business according to the 4 steps of Epiphany. The second favorite example I have is a good friend of mine named Ross Paquette. He's the founder of Marapost. He started Marapost after he was a sales guy at an email marketing company called Campaigner. He was covering the mid-market, and there were a bunch of customers who wanted a feature set that Campaigner and all the other ESPs couldn't deliver them. Ross literally went to them and said, hey, you're paying Campaigner $20,000, $30,000 a month. Will you pay me $20,000, $30,000 a month if I deliver this feature set to you? And they said, yeah. And he went out and he got it built. And guess what? He got a bunch of customers. Ross was literally doing this customer discovery and customer validation before he started Marapost. And he's honestly one of the most successful entrepreneurs I've ever met. I patterned this business after him in the beginning. I'm going a little bit different way now, but mad respect. So this is the book that you need to read if you're starting a company. I have other reading, but That one is an amazing place to start. Even if you don't make it past the first few chapters, if you can instill that discipline of doing the customer discovery as you're building the product, oh man, you're just going to be so far ahead.